Lesson 129, Taxes and Discounts. So today we come to one of the most common applications for percent, something that you will come across as you are shopping quite a bit. Discounts and taxes both involve percents. So let's start with talking about discounts. So if you are wanting to buy yourself a new sweater and you see an advertised sale in a store that they're having a sale of 25% off sweaters, you need to understand how percents work in order to know how much that sweater is going to cost you. So if the advertised sale is 25% off sweaters and you see a nice sweater that you'd like to buy that costs $20, you can use what we've been learning to figure out how much that sweater is going to cost with the discount taken off. And we're going to use the equation that we've been using this whole time. Percent times whole equals part. Okay, because we have a percent, 25% off. So we put that into its decimal form. We know what the whole sweater costs. $20, and we want to figure out what the part is, what part of the price is going to be taken off, or how much of that price. So all you have to do, you should remember, is just multiply those together to figure out what is 25% of 20. So you just take those two numbers, you multiply them together. This is all going to be zeros, placeholder 0. Don't forget those. No. I forgot the placeholder 0. And you should end up remembering 2 numbers behind a decimal in your question means 2 numbers behind a decimal in your answer, with an answer of $5. Okay, so 25% of 20 is $5. So the discount on this particular sweater, the discount is $5. Now, to find the actual price of what that sweater is going to cost you, it's very simple. So we'll do cost here. All you have to do is take the original amount and then subtract the discount. So you just do 20 minus 5 and you get 15. So the cost of the sweater with that sale, with that discount, is going to cost you $15 in total. Okay, so really just an application of finding the percent of a number, and the only extra step at the end to find the total cost of the sweater, or whatever it is that you are calculating, is just to take the discount and then subtract it from the original price. Now, taxes work in a very similar way, except for taxes are representing money that is being added. So anytime you buy something, you go up to the cash register. If you were to just bring $15 exactly, it would not be enough because there are taxes on items that aren't included on the price tag. They're calculated when you go to pay. But we use the exact same method to figure out the taxes. So you use, let's go back to pen. Percent times whole equals part again. Because now you've got this sweater, it costs $15, but there are taxes of 13% on that sweater that you're going to have to pay. So we'll take the percent in its decimal form, 0.13, times the whole price, which is $15, and we want to figure out what the part is to figure out how much tax you're going to have to pay. So you do the exact same thing, but with different numbers where you multiply. And, oh dear, a little bit messy here. Hopefully I can figure out my own scribblings. And you end up with, remembering our 2 decimal places, $1.95. So the tax for that sweater that costs $15 is going to be $1.95. So when you go up to pay for the sweater, that is going to be added to your price. So all you have to do is 15 plus $1.95, which gets you $16.95 as your total cost of your item. So that sweater with the discount of 25% off and then the tax of 13% added on at the end, it's going to cost you $16.95 to buy that sweater. So really just a couple extra steps of things that we have been doing already. So for discount, you find the percent of the price, so the percent of the number, and then you will subtract it because a discount is representing a sale, something that's being, an amount that's being taken off of the price. And then for a tax, you still find the percent of the price, and then you just add it on at the end. All right, and a couple of things to note for your questions today. For the first few questions in your book, it's just going to ask for the discount or the tax amount. So if I jump back over here, it'll just be looking for how much tax you are going to have to pay or how much money is the discount. It's not going to be asking for the total cost. So just really read the instructions carefully to see what it's asking for. Sometimes it's just asking for the amount of the discount or the amount of the tax. And then sometimes it will be asking for the total cost once you have either subtracted the discount or added the tax. So just take your time on that, read it really carefully, and you shouldn't run into any problems. And then one other thing is that your textbook is going to ask for either the discount or the tax for each item, not both. So don't think to yourself, oh, I have to calculate this discount on whatever item it is, and then I have to figure out what the tax is going to be. It's going to ask for one or the other. So just keep that in mind, and that should make your life a little simpler as well. And if you have any questions, let me know.